23-year-old SENZENI dropped out of high school after he failed grade 11. When he went back to finish, he failed again. He's now volunteering at this community center to keep busy. He still wants to finish high school, but says his living conditions make it difficult.
I didn't fail because I didn't understand most of the time. I stay in Kliptown where there is no electricity, where there is no a proper infrastructure. So when it comes to studying in the evening, I cannot study because we are using a candle for a light.
A report by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development says the social background of students determines access to and success of education. The legacy of inequality still persists in schools like this one in Soweto. In 2011, the Department of Education changed the pass mark to 40% for home languages and 30% for other subjects. It's now proposing that the pass mark be lowered even further. According to the Department of Education, last year, 75% of students who wrote their final high school exam passed. But of those students, 3/4 passed with an average mark of just 30%, while less than 1% got an average pass mark of 90. Mary METCALFE, a senior research associate at the University of Johannesburg, says a lack of proper primary education has led to half of high school students dropping out. She says the poor not only need access to education, but also a good education.
In South Africa, by grade 4, the gap in performance between the wealthier families and the poorer families is marked after 4 years of schooling. And that gap just increases all the way to matric. We have to intervene earlier in a positive way to ensure better quality of education.
Last year, 800,000 students took the final year high school exam. That's a drop of 5% compared to the previous year. While more children are starting school, fewer are completing their education, and it's thought that persistent inequalities are worsening the problem. Fahmida, Jazeera, Johannesburg.